Okay, we are live. Should be. Just check my channel. There we are. Okay. My hair's a mess. VGRT Gaming Podcast, episode 783, recorded on June 22nd, 2026.
Hello, and welcome to the 783rd edition of the TD Gaming Podcast and 616th episode of Video Game Roundtable. I'm TJ Denzer.
And I am Jonah Falcon.
The VGRT Gaming Podcast focuses on game news from around the industry.
All right. No getting flashback this week, but we will talk about what you've been playing. What have you been playing, TJ?
I've been playing a lot of Mina the Hollower. That game is fun. I reviewed it, and I thought it was a 10 out of 10. I think it's probably one of the best top-down adventures I've ever played.
Top-down adventures?
Your mic is cutting out just a little bit, Jonah.
Oh. Is it a Zelda-like?
It is, but like in the Game Boy Color style Zeldas, where you had the persistent open world and you could just sort of wander. It's also got a little bit of they've actually admitted that it has some Bloodborne inspirations to it. It does. It has some Souls-like elements, which makes it very hard at times, but like it's also like fair. Like for as hard as it is at any given time, it's just also fair. Okay. And if you end up getting overwhelmed, they have like this modifiers menu where you can turn on some things, turn off some things, and adjust some things and make it a little bit easier, which I think is
cool. I haven't been playing much of anything, actually. Just been playing a bunch of old games. Against the Storm, I've been getting more achievements for that. And I'm getting into State of Decay 2 because guess what? State of Decay 3 is interesting me. Oh, wait, I also forgot. Since I have the Epic Press account, I've been playing 007, the new 007 game. First Light. God. First Light, right. There's two things I have to say about it. The story is magnificent. It's a great story. I'm really enjoying it. The gameplay is kind of ass to me. They're trying to take the Hitman method and trying to turn it into a shooter, and it doesn't quite work. Also, I hate to say this, but James Bond isn't the kind of guy who'll grab an AK-47 and start blowing people away. He's not Nathan Drake. He's more likely, and they do this in the game, when he's stopped by somebody, he'll fake his way through it. He'll put on a disguise and he'll say, "Oh yeah, well, that sort of stuff." The stealth should be better, but it's not. The stealth it's like cursory. It's like, oh, we should have stealth in this game. So a Bond story, it's great. As a game,
I did play a little bit of it. I haven't gotten too far, but I did notice a little bit about like the perceived stealth that you do. It's a little, I guess, too forgiving for my taste. Like you can biff
well, here's the thing: if you're stealthing and you have enough action points, you can. And there's only one person there, then you can bluff. If there's more than one person there, you cannot bluff.
But like the point being that you can biff it a lot and like screw up a lot and still like just carry on.
Trust me, later in the game, you will have the cock up cascade. Trust me. And it gets really annoying. I'm at the part in which you're in a warehouse full of these servers, and it's like the slightest thing, it's like everything falls down on you. And bluffing only has a timer that it works. You have to make sure they're alone, and then no one bothers you until that timer runs out. It's an okay system, but I don't know. I'm more interested in the remaster of Thief and seeing what Hardlike does with it.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying the story though. It is a James Bond story, even if it's a James Bond origin story. It's a better origin story than Casino Royale was.
That's bold. I know a lot of people love that one.
That James Bond and Daniel Craig's James Bond just turns me off for some reason.
Mm.
I think he's trying too much to be Jason Bourne. So, but yeah, let's move on to the gaming news, and fairly big one. The Steam Machine was finally put on pre-order, and I knew this because when I opened Steam, it was right there. And it's interesting. There's a lot of interesting things about it. So for the Steam Machine, that's 512 gigabytes. It's just the machine. It's $1,049.
$1,049.
With a controller, it's $1,128. If you want a 2 terabyte Steam Machine, it is $1,349. And if you want a 2 terabyte machine with a Steam controller, it's $1,428. And I know a lot of people who don't want that controller. They have their own controller. Thank you very much.
I also saw some folks saying that, like, when they were looking at the specs on each of these, every one of them is 8 gigabytes of VRAM, which
I wrote it all down.
Sounds very weak.
Well, here's the thing. First, let's talk about. So you're not actually pre-ordering; you're reserving a spot on the pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the part that's rubbing some people the wrong way. You don't get to pick which tier you want. It's whatever tier is available. So if you wanted a 512 gigabyte, hard drive on your Steam Machine, guess what? If for everybody else pre-ordered it, you're shit out of luck.
Yeah, the mailing list is we've
so
seen it before.
Here's the specs. It's an AMD Zen 4, which isn't too bad. It's 6 cores, 12 threads. An RDNA 328 compute units. It's 16 gigabytes DDR5 for system RAM and 8 gigabytes GDDR6 for VRAM. Use SteamOS 3. So let's compare it to the machines that are out there. It's much better than the Xbox Series S. Much better.
Right.
It's comparable to the PlayStation 5. Slightly worse. The Xbox Series X is slightly better. And the PlayStation 5 Pro is much, much better in terms of power. The Steam Machine uses the Zen 4. The PS5 and the Xbox Series X uses the Zen 2. So, if you're going to compare it to a modern gaming PC, a desktop would be a Ryzen 5 7600 with Radeon RX 7600, 16 gigabytes DDR, and also a 512 gigabyte solid state. Mm-hmm. Now, that system, if you build it yourself, can be as low as $700. Yeah. Pre-built, if you go to CyberPower, it's $900. So, who is this for?
It's a good question. Steam fanatics, Valve fanatics, people that are like.
Here's who it's for. It's if you have a huge Steam library and you want to have a system in your living room and you like the little box. It's a tiny thing, right?
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I've been looking for a way to like port my PC games into my living room, but like $10.50 is a lot to ask for that. I don't want to spend $10.50 on that.
Here's the other thing. Going from the 512 gigabyte to the 2 terabyte is kind of a ripoff. That's a $300 difference, especially since it comes with the slots. You can put your own solid state thing in there. So if you buy a 2 terabyte for $99, So what happens is you want the 512. Oh, guess what? There's none left. You can have the 2 terabytes and spend $300 on 2 terabytes.
Yeah, and when you get into that 2 terabyte range, you're talking up to $1,500 for this thing.
Now, let's get into why Valve might be announcing this now. They don't even have. They actually say specs are what's called subject to change. which tells me, yeah, they didn't really get a machine down. They just spouted out the prototype they have now, and they might improve it down the line, right? Mm-hmm. Why are they announcing it now? This is kind of early. And we know why. I know why. Because they know what Microsoft is doing with the Project Helix. Remember what the rumored price of the Project Helix is? $900. And it's going to be significantly more powerful than the Xbox SX, which means it's going to be significantly more powerful than the Steam machine. And here's the kicker. There's a strong rumor it'll be able to play Steam games and other PC games. Now you see why Valve is announcing their Steam machine now. They want to get people attached to that machine because Microsoft's going to release a $900 better machine that can also play PC games.
Yeah, and
And by the way, when we were all sticker shocked at $900 at the time, Project Helix may be $900. We're no longer sticker shocked. Not when the PS5, whatever the 5 Pro is going to be jacked up to $900, and who knows what the PS6 is going to cost. Now that $900 is looking like a friggin' bargain, especially since Microsoft may do what they did with the Xbox Series X. Remember their deal with GameStop, and they did Xbox All Access, in which you paid $35 a month for 2 years, and you had your Xbox Series X with Game Pass Ultimate. They may do the same thing with this machine, like a cell phone. So now Valve is putting out their thing right now, because you can always cancel a pre-order, but if you don't play console games at all and you don't give a shit about console games, then you're just going to stick with the Steam machine, right? You're going to pre-order it, and,
One subset of people that this is for sure, is the people that want to get away from the Windows ecosystem. People that want to get out of that and just have Steam, a Steam box without a Microsoft attached to it. And I understand that, but that's a lot of money to pay for that.
Yeah, because if you buy a PC for $700, you get to play games at the same skill, and also be able to do your taxes and check email. Mm-hmm. But I will say this: for a lot of people who are interested in the Steam machine, this is going to be their second machine. They'll have their PC in whatever room they keep their desktop in. And then they can just go into their bedroom or living room and play off the Steam machine. Remember, everything's going to be on the Steam cloud, so all the saves are going to translate, right? It's like Xbox Play Anywhere. But still, it's a big ask. And, the early adopters are going to go after it. That's no problem.
Yeah, and I mean, there are definitely going to be people out there that are thinking to themselves, "Oh, payday! I'm going to buy this thing and then I'm going to resell it."
No one's going to want to be. That never happens with PCs. God damn it! Those depreciate. They do not become more valuable as they go along.
Yeah.
No one wants a vintage Pentium 5 computer unless they really are sick of DOSBox.
Yeah. And I think there might be that bit of a factor here, like the idea of the Apple factor, where something is.
I'm nostalgic for a Sound Blaster card, or a Voodoo card. Remember that Voodoo FX?
But I do think that the people that are the early adopters are going to be nuts over this thing.
The other problem is that Valve is saying, we're not going to have many of these things.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe them. I do believe them because of the nonsense with RAM prices right now. I absolutely believe them.
They've said straight up that they also are not able to lock down long-term deals, so they're kind of at the mercy of whatever pricing that RAM manufacturers.
Which is why you can't pre-order a specific SKU. You have to take whatever SKU is available.
Mm-hmm.
So it's curious, but it's early because, like I said, there's a lot of people don't even understand that these tech companies know exactly what's going on with the other tech companies. We don't know. They don't tell us. Microsoft knows what Sony is doing. Sony knows what Microsoft is doing. Both of them know what Valve is doing. It's not a secret to them. So Microsoft's Project Helix, Valve knows all about it, and they're saying we better get this thing out now. We better get some mind share now, because if we do it afterwards, they're going to look at that machine. They're going to look at our machine. They're going to look at, why would I want that when I can have that? Except for the Valve diehards or the people who love Linux.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's going to be very interesting when Microsoft finally pops lifts the kimono on the Project Helix, whatever it is. Imagine if they say, "Oh, by the way, you'll be able to do 120 gigahertz on Grand Theft Auto 6 on us."
That would be wild.
Yeah, unlikely, but wild. I don't think the PlayStation 6 is going to be able to do it. I don't think the Project Helix is going to be able to do it, but we don't know.
Yeah, maybe
they'll have a more expensive Project Helix, which says you can play 120 gigahertz on the 120 frames per second on Grand Theft Auto 6. It'll be like people go, what? They'll be lucky if they get 30 frames per second on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series S. But I know why Valve is announcing it, because they've had this Steam machine on the back burner for how many years now? We're coming out with a Steam machine. We're coming out with a Steam machine. We're coming out with a Steam machine. We're coming out with... Yeah. For what is it, 4 years, 5 years now? And to be honest, I really don't know why Valve really needs a console. Isn't the point of the PC that it's not a console?
It's always been this ploy, like this push. Everybody always says, like, I want to bring Steam into my living room. I want to bring the Valve into my living room. I want to bring
a laptop,
Steam library into my living room. And yeah, laptop is generally the answer to that. But like, it's always been like a little bit of a want from people ever since they first announced those first ones.
But I had a Steam machine like 15 years ago. It was called a Game Box. I remember when Falcon Northwest released that cube, and I bought one of those cubes. It was a really compact PC. I had that thing for like 2 years, 3 years, and then it just broke down. It was fun having at the time. It had handles, so you could just lift it. Yeah, that thing was for LAN parties.
But for real, if this thing had been like maybe under $700. I know that was probably never going to happen, but like if it could have been, I might have considered it. But $1,050 for the basic version.
It told me something that they're really showing off the faceplate. Look what you can do. You can change the faceplate just like a console. Anyways, moving on to the next item. Sony deletes mention of PC for manual strategy report. And guess what? They're gushing about AI. Oh, joy. Oh, joy. Isn't that great?
No, it never is. And in fact, it's always just getting worse. Like, man. So so that means that's it for any kind of Sony games on PC, huh? Like,
so here's the thing: in the 2025 version of this report, Sony wrote it would continue to deploy its first-party titles to multiple platforms such as PC. And it's been replaced as Sony is utilizing AI to unleash the creativity of studios. What? And further enhance the PlayStation experience. I'm sorry, the creativity of studios? Are you sure you mean AI and creative should be in the same sentence?
Unless the AI is like going to get the creatives coffee or organize their schedules, then it shouldn't.
Here's the thing. There is an AI specialist who this week complained that generative AI was giving actual AI a bad name, right? I mean, generative AI is what the problem is, because true AI, is the tool. It's like, okay, I want you to look through here and see anything that says this spring, or but generative AI is you asking the computer, make something for me.
Yeah, write a book for me. Write a short story with these ideas in mind.
Make a game for me. And you see how many there are so many asset flips are starting to be replaced by AI slop on Steam.
And in the worst like cases, you get it used in insanely important stuff, like write this legal file for me. And I don't know if you've seen it, but that has turned out very badly for some people.
Yes, we know from Aspire. Oh no, not Aspire. What was the name of that stupid company that owned Subnautica 2? I forgot.
Oh, Craft On.
Yeah, Craft On did that. Or
Yeah.
in one case, when an AI said, "Oh, by the way, I deleted all of your inventory and your notes and your records, and I think I did a bad thing." And it was funny because it said, I think I did something wrong here. Yeah, you did, didn't you?
But it's the future. It's the technology that people have been waiting
See,
for.
the thing about it is that generative AI doesn't know what a thing is. It randomly takes out words and puts them in. It doesn't know what a TV is. It only knows what a Wikipedia says a TV is. You know, generative AI is just Wikipedia come to life and writing for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's go. Sony aims to improve productivity through the use of AI-powered tools, allowing development teams to reinvest their time into building richer worlds and gameplay experiences. See, that's fine. That's fine because AIs can get an AI. If someone is controlling the AI, they can get a shortcut, you know. But you can't let it. It cannot create.
No,
but here's
when it does create, it doesn't create. It actually just pulls things from other things and puts them together into a Frankenstein.
In the platform business, Sonos is working to leverage AI to route transactions more efficiently. What? To personalize and recommend content. Oh God, no. Okay. AI consumer service is the worst. I hate consumer service when it's an AI. It doesn't know what you want, and it keeps asking you the same things over and over again. Sony also aims to push visual fidelity forward and deliver high-quality gameplay experiences. We saw what happened when Epic tried to show us that AI Unreal Engine 5 thing. We saw it, Sony.
Yeah.
We saw it.
We saw it so much that Capcom immediately said, "Don't use our stuff in your AI slop."
And that's Capcom. Capcoms are the one. What did Capcom say recently? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just, I don't know. It's just chilling. Here's the thing: when Microsoft appointed that woman to replace Phil Spencer, people were afraid because she was in charge of the AI division. Seems like she's not a big fan of AI, and she's made that clear. And a lot of what Microsoft has been doing, fans have been pleased at. So, you know, although I don't know if you saw the news that Microsoft has made a deal with, hold on. Microsoft made a deal with a Texas company. And we know the name of the company, Chevron. Right.
Oh.
And Chevron is going to help them with a data center in Texas using steam power. Natural gas power, I mean. Okay. So it's not that bad. If it's in the middle of Texas and no one can hear it and no one can feel the heat coming off it, Texas is one big desert for the most part anyway. And if they're using natural gas to power their data center, it's fine. I think it's fine. Just hope it's not near anybody who lives there, right?
Yeah.
So that's one way to solve the heat problem and the wood problem and everything else. Use natural gas. But, all these other data centers are closing. It makes me happy.
Yeah. Especially with people fighting back against them, and because everybody knows what they're about now, and it's like, why would you want that in your backyard?
And the ones that have opened near communities have been torture for them.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute torture. You know, it's sort of like that. Sort of like that tarp in front of the Kennedy Center. You know, some people are just going to tear off that tarp to see what's behind it. So, okay. Epic says the ground-up rebuild of its launcher offers 5 to 6.5 times improved performance, and the Epic Game Store is getting a big redesign. That's one of the problems I've had with the Epic Game Store. That it takes an awful long load. Yeah, it's like
that thing is clunky as hell. That thing is. I don't. The main reason that I never want to play anything on the Epic Game Store is that you're right. It's slow as hell, and it's cumbersome as hell, and it feels like every time you click on anything, it takes 4 times as long as it should to move along to any given page. It's just clunky. It's always been clunky.
Which is, I have and so do you, I believe, have a press account on that thing, so all the new games are there. And if we don't get it on Steam or another thing, guess what? You got to go to, like, 007 First Light. That's where I'm playing it from, the Epic Store. And all of my Jackbox games are on the Epic Store as well. And for some reason, they are buggier than hell on Epic Store. I don't know why. Scott says he was eating dinner. Let's see. He's not there yet. We'll wait for you, Scott.
Well, good for them if they're finally fixing that problem, because it is one of the most annoying things about Epic Game Store. If they get it to a point where, like, it's not annoying as hell to just click around on that thing and it's actually easy and fun to browse,
yeah,
well, then I might open it up more than once a year.
Just copy Valve. Copy Gamesgate. I'm sorry. Gamesgate is still open, too. I was shocked. I still have a lot of press things on Gamesgate. Or is it Gamergate? Is it Gamesgate or Gamergate? It bugs me that it's Gamersgate. It bugs me that it's the same name as the as that movement, which is still trying to revive itself, and it's not going to happen, guys. We're bored and tired of you. Wow, Gamersgate also redesigned too. So maybe that's why Epic say, "Oh shit, we should redesign." Look at good old games. That's a service I haven't used in a long while, but I still have their thing. GOG Galaxy. And that takes a long time to load. Oh well. The thing about the Xbox Store Gate is that I have to update it every few days. You know that? It's annoying, and sometimes it doesn't update well enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and so how do they measure the performance on that? Like what they're going to do? Just straight up?
I'm pretty sure they can measure that. It's not that hard to perform.
Mm-hmm.
Epic Game Store takes a minute to open. Now it's opening up in 15 seconds.
Well, that's good.
Something like that, or hopefully faster than that, actually. Oh. Yeah. So Gamersgate has a nice interface too. It's not too bad. What I like about the Microsoft, the Xbox app now is that I don't have to open up Steam. I can just play my games off that, Steam games off that. It just starts playing the game. And if I want to open the page, I can. So I've been using my Xbox app to play Steam games without having to open up Steam. I still open up Steam to do other stuff. But, the discussion boards are still a trash fire.
Yeah. I mean, Steam is still the best for it, though. It just is.
Halo Campaign Evolved PS5 players will require an Xbox account and gamer tag to play. This is not a surprise because it's an ecosystem. They want all the players playing together. And they can't do that if one person's on PlayStation Network and the other one's on Xbox. Xbox accounts are free.
Here's what's stupid about this. Each player has to be signed in, and both of those ecosystems have guest accounts. And it's like, okay, why are you making me log in and then making me log in again and then making my friend log in and then making them log in again? That's just stupid. And I understand the ecosystem thing. I understand that's just the way things are. it just didn't ever have to be that way.
Yeah.
Like, just let me use a guest account. Let my friend use a guest account so we can play the co-op split screen with our other friends.
Oh no! You do not need a PlayStation Plus or an Xbox account to do local split screen co-op. You do not need that. They clarified that.
You don't need a subscribed PlayStation Plus account, but you
you don't need a PlayStation Plus account. Yeah.
You don't need a subscribed PlayStation Plus account, but you do need a PlayStation account to log in, even if it's a free one. Same thing with Xbox. You need it to log in, even if it's a free one.
But people on Steam are used to it. They already know. Yeah, they've already had to log into an Microsoft account.
I don't accept that answer because 15 years ago, I used to just be able to turn the game on, give my guy a controller, and that's that. And
well, you can do that on Xbox. I mean, you do have a guest account on Xbox.
Yeah, but
you can use it at local.
But what I'm saying is that this whole setup is cockamamie. Because PlayStation has guest accounts, and I should just be able to log my friend in on a guest account.
Yeah, but it's not a PlayStation game. They don't have the same architecture for it.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. You should still be able to log in on a guest account to do that.
I'm pretty sure by the time the game comes out, you won't need you can have a guest account. I'm pretty sure by the time it opens up, it's.
You would think, but they haven't said that yet, and so I don't accept that.
A lot of people are excited over Halo Campaign Evolved, though. It
is cool, but it's dumb. It's a dumb, cumbersome thing that they didn't need to put in there. Just let people log in on guest accounts and not fuck around with logging in 4 times. That's all.
The only thing that worries me is Unreal Engine 5 Halo. It's not, they did that entire Slipspace graphic engine for Halo. I guess if you want to make it easier for getting on PlayStation, you want to use something like Unreal Engine 5 because you can just port it a lot easier on those.
Yeah.
But it's not multiplayer. It's only single player mode or co-op mode as well. But I'm just saying, don't expect to be in Blood Gulch or anything like that. This is purely
no deathmatch, no capture the flag. This is just the single player campaign. It's just the campaign.
But you know what? That's not such a bad thing.
Yeah, no, I like a lot of that campaign. I am when I saw this, I did take a shot at it because it's not all good. I hate the library. I hope they fix the library.
They're going to have 42 skulls. 3 of them are already unlocked, but 42 skulls. I only care about 2 skulls, though. Grunt Birthday Party, and I would have been your daddy skull. Those are the only 2 skulls I really, really care about. So,
they're probably
Rockstar. Go ahead.
No, wait. They decided they're not doing Gears on PS5, right? Gears E-Day.
No, they're not doing Gears E-Day. Gears E-Day and Clockwork Revolution are 2 console exclusives on the Xbox.
Yeah. Okay. So we won't see. This is the only game we're probably going to see this for a while because it's one of the only high-profile ones I know of that's coming.
I'm still hyped about Clockwork Revolution.
That game is going to be. I hope that game is as fun as it looks.
It is. It's Brian Fargo. What would you expect? His last game was what? Wasteland 3?
Wasteland 3.
Or I think he might have done a smaller game in between. Some. I'm pretty sure In Exile did something that was a small thing. I'm gonna look this up. See if In Exile did a game just before. Nope, just Frostpoint VR Proving Grounds, and the last full game was Wasteland 3. Wow, Wasteland 3 came out in 2020, so Clockwork Revolution is coming out in 2027. So they've been working on this thing for a long time.
Yep, it's looking real good. It is so very much Brian Fargo's "What If I Did" BioShock Infinite.
No, I think it's Brian Fargo's best arcane game ever. That game is so arcane, it's not funny.
They seem to cover a lot of the beats that BioShock Infinite did.
Also, this is not like any Brian Fargo game that I've ever seen him do.
Yeah.
He's done The Bard's Tale, he did Torment, he did Choplifter, and he did Wasteland. This is the first first person shooter role playing game that I've seen him do.
Mm-hmm.
So Rockstar gives us probably our best look at GTA's Vice City. So they unveiled the box. That's what you expect from a box. But they also showed some of the visuals from it, and they're pretty good. They're not mind blowing, but they're okay.
I think for a lot of people, it's just seeing Vice City in that new engine. Like, even if it was just the broad stroke.
Mm.
I like Vice City. It's my favorite. It's probably my favorite of the Grand Theft Auto cities.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like that vaporwave aesthetic that Vice City has about it.
What you mean, Miami Vice?
Yeah.
Well, it's very much. I think that's the first time they did Iran in a Grand Theft Auto game. The thing is that it took place in the '80s, which is why I was there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the cover art is what you'd expect. It's the same Grand Theft Auto number behind it and little window panes showing characters.
They put a crocodile, or no, an alligator in the very, very center.
Yeah, instead of dog.
And I'm hoping that means that alligator has story implications.
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm extremely sure it does.
I want that alligator to be the chop of this story.
Did you ever see Romancing the Stone?
I didn't.
Oh, well, alligators play a role in that too.
Yeah.
You have not seen that movie?
No, I missed that one. I know.
You gotta see it.
I haven't seen it.
You gotta see it. It's the best movie with Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner, and Danny DeVito. And it's really smartly done too. The writer of that movie died tragically not soon after. She was one of the hot up and coming writers of at the time. I'm pretty sure. I bet you could see that. Diane Thomas, I think her name was. Yeah, I bet that's. Hold on, I'm gonna put in Romancing the Stone in YouTube, and I bet you it's one of the free movies. Nope, you have to rent it. But you must see it. It's like 90 minutes, but it goes by like a shot. It's a really fast movie in terms of action. Finally, Ultima creators Richard Garriott is planning to win back the rights to his legendary role-playing game from EA with a 50-year-old copyright quirk. Well, it's not a quirk; it's an actual law. And that law is after 35 years, the creator of an IP can regain their old IP. It's called Class 041. I'm sorry, Section 203. It was in 1976. It states that after 35 years, the original author of a work can reclaim their copyright. This is a right granted to all creators in the USA. So next year, he'll be within his rights and getting the copyright back.
Interesting. What do you hope he gets it?
Sure, why not? I mean, the thing about Richard Garriott, though, is people say, "Oh, he made it." No, there was a bunch of people who did it. You know, who's part of the Ultima team? Warren Spector.
Mm-hmm.
And some other major RPG names were part of it. I know Warren Spector was one. Let me see. Warren Spector. Anyways, I know Warren Spector was one of them. There was a lot of future major people that were.
Well, and also, like, good on him if he gets it back, because he might actually do something with it. When's the last time you heard about Ultima anything?
Ultima Online, and that's it.
It's been a while. So, like, if he gets it back and wants to do something with it, even if it's just re-releasing the old stuff on new systems, go for it.
So, Star Long, he did Ultima Online. Ralph Coster. There's a lot of people, but Warren Spector was one of the big ones who was with Richard Garriott for that. So, actually, all his friends appeared in the games too. I did not know that as a kid, but Iolo and Shamino and all those people were actual real people that he just put in the game because he was in his early 20s and it was cool.
Apparently, in 2018, Other Side Entertainment did a sort of spiritual successor to Ultima called Underworld Ascendant.
Yeah, for Ultima Underworld.
And that's the last time anyone did anything with Ultima. And then the last time before that was Ultima Forever.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get to see the real Ultima 10. Now, Ultima 10 was an MMO, but that's gone by the wayside. It would be interesting to see if they just make a straight up Ultima 10, no reboot. I want a sequel. Damn it.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing. And listen to this. Another article about it says that he's hoping for a team up with Brian Fargo to create the ultimate RPG. This was 2 years ago. Could you imagine if Brian Fargo and Lord British decided to make a game together?
That would be wild.
So it comes from a tweet. Brian Fargo says, I was too afraid of giving up control, but I really want to make a game with Richard/Lord British. And Richard Garriott says, it's not too late, dear friend. So I wonder what Peter Molyneux is doing now. I think he still has that stupid game that that flopped, but it's still up there.
He's probably selling somebody an idea.
Of course, he's selling someone an idea. I'm talking about an actual game. 22 Cables. I wonder if it's still open.
No, I meant specifically he's selling someone an idea on the gimmick that is
22 cans.
A much grander idea than what it's actually going to be.
Oh, right. His last game that he's working on is called Project Moat, set in Albion, and basically his version of Fable, which he started with the first 3, but he wants to make a Fable game, and, that isn't called Fable.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I'm not very confident he's going to do that.
Peter Molyneux is
Goddess was the last game. Oh, right. No, his last game was a Legacy, which was an NFT game in 2023. Joy. It's so bad that it doesn't even have a Wikipedia article.
Huh.
But Master of Albion is in early access now. Really? This I gotta see. Hold on. Masters of Albion? Are you shitting me? Yeah, there it is. $25. Let's see. It has recent reviews are mostly positive and all reviews are mixed. Oh, look, you can kick a chicken just like in Fable.
Yay.
I gotta see the okay, let's see this negative review. I really wanted to like this game as I have a huge soft spot for Populous Goddess. You have a soft spot for Goddess? Really? Black and White in the Fable series. This feels like Black and White 3, but without the features that make Black and White fun. Oh, okay, so he did a mashup of Fable and Black and White. Interesting. But it's an early access, so if you want to try it out, you can try it out. I can see. Yeah, a bold reimagining of the god game genre from the creator who defined it. Shape the world as a god, or step into it and experience it through your people. So yeah, okay, I can see the Hand of Fire that you saw in Black and White, but apparently you can possess one of your people and walk through your towns. So yeah.
I mean, if Peter Molyneux is attached to it, then I'm certain it promises the world.
Yeah.
Because
it seems to say there's nothing in it that you couldn't think of now, right? It's not some impossible dream. Oh, look, as a god, you can give someone the middle finger too. So yeah, I mean, it's just Black and White 3, basically. So it's not Fable. It's just wearing its clothes. Oh, I love the mature content description. One of them is the game's narrative involves a scene in which bandits capture and imprison innocent workers, an image of a beheaded dog. Sweet. Anyways, this is the summer, so things are kind of slow.
Yeah. Past the Evo is coming up this weekend, so next week we'll have a lot of fighting game news.
Oh yeah, no, I did see your game, Fatal Fury, blah blah Wolf, whatever, is actually doing a crossover with Fist of the North Star.
Yep, I will have more to say about that next week.
Next week, okay.
Like I don't know if you know, but I do Fatal Fury content a lot when the new characters come out. So maybe I might be doing something about that too.
Okay.
But yeah, I can't say for certain yet.
Getting back to the topic, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Richard Garriott would do with an Ultimate game. What I want though is for Richard Garriott to get in contact with Steve Jackson and do a remake of Auto Duel, which is one of my favorite games growing up. Car Wars, baby. It's Car Wars. Top-down Car Wars. Anyway, look for our show notes at gamingpodcast.net, along with industry news and our Gaming History articles. We enjoy videos, so leave comments on our blog at gamingpodcast.net. Also, set us up at facebook.com/gamingpodcast. Subscribe to us at iTunes comments. You can find me on Blue Sky at Jonah Falcon.
You can find me at Johnny Chugs.
And somewhere, Scott messaged us, but he didn't join, so guess what? This podcast is over. We will see you next week.
Have fun, be cool, play games, y'all.
Okay, and this is over. What a dog. End stream.